Well, I always ask the question, I say, man, tell me what Nike stands for. They said, oh, Ink, that's easy, just do it. I said, tell me what Adidas stands for. Oh, Ink, that's easy, man, impossible is nothing. I said, now tell me what you stand for. I said, when people look at you, do they think excuses? When people look at you, do they think victory? When people look at you, do they think that's a person that's going to give me everything they got, not on some days, but on every day, and it's not going to be predicated upon if I feel like it, because I think we all know if we only worked on the days when we felt like it, none of us would get much accomplished. I'm talking about the real level of commitment, not the commitment that falls in line if everything goes right. I'm speaking of the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left. And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of mentality. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing. People are so arrogant, right? You meet people like they just think they entitled to something. You know what I'm saying? Like they think they're entitled to something for some strange reason. Like people are arrogant, like you meet cats, you like, man, that cat's so arrogant. Right? You meet a cat, they got a little success. You're like, man, my man, arrogant. Meet somebody got more degrees than a thermometer. Arrogant. Right? Not realizing that, like, we do work at the homeless shelters. Right? We do work at 3 homeless shelters we've adopted. Right? And when I sit down at the table and I look in the eyes of a mother and her daughter, and me and my wife sit across the table and we feed them. Right? I'm not looking at them and saying, oh, irresponsible. I'm getting up from the table, I'm taking their trays to the trash, and I'm like, bro, you one incident away. Like, one thing has to happen. You meet a father in there, you're like, man, what you doing here? Man, house fire, lost my whole family. I'm in here, I got a job, I'm transitioning out. You meet a mother, what you doing in here? I'm running from domestic violence. It's the only place I can go where he can't track me, they can't post no pictures on Facebook, and so I gotta be in here. And so you start to look at life with a different perspective. But if you're in a bubble and all you do is go to a certain office, corporate office, you have your success, you sell what you sell, you do what you do, you make a little money, you walk around and you think like, I can't get touched. You think, can't nothing happen to me.